And they're not about to stop now. It's always a very special race here in Brazil. Circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights. The fastest lap today should have an average speed miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry. And so Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk. That was a great podium in the last race. So can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Perez, Esteban Ocon and Leclerc, Sainz, Hülkenberg, a Red Bull and Kevin Magnussen, Vettel, Alonso, Pierre Gasly and Ricciardo, Stroll, Ericsson, Sergei Sirotkin and Brendan Hartley. Grosjean, they've taken a grid penalty, and Stoffel van Dorn completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy. Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up. Great manoeuvre. You made it look easy. Power from the engine is going to be down slightly. It's showing some minor wear. DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. We're leading our teammate by 9.7 seconds. Be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Okay, take it easy on the car, we can't sustain this level of damage. The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful. Second place, you're in second place. Raikkonen is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 4.1 seconds. They're on old super softs. Hamilton behind. Our gap behind is 1.1 seconds. They're on old super softs. Pit window will open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 13 laps to go. Okay, update on the car for you. Tyres are looking very nice. Shouldn't have to worry about the wear too much right now. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. Raikkonen ahead, they've entered the pit lane. You're dropping back by around 0.2 each lap. The time last lap was a 1:12.5. Gap to teammate behind is 16.6 seconds. Okay, here's who we're really fighting today, Hamilton and Bottas. Hamilton is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 6.8 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 14.4. Pit now, pit now. Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. Careful on the tyres. Our data is showing some wear. Most likely you'll be able to feel it. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. The gap behind us is 3.5 seconds. Okay, gap ahead is 1.5 seconds. We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. Brilliant. Nice move. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, gap to leader, 12.2 seconds. This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. We're leading our teammate by 16.0 seconds. Raikkonen is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 12.3 seconds. You're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:13.7. Alright, we expect these tyres to be good for a while yet. Just be careful with them in the high-speed corners. Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Tyres and brakes need cooling. Go easy into the next few corners, please. Okay, be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Okay, the gap behind is 3.6 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. Nice work, you did well today. I think the boss will be happy with that one.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. Here.
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to go for Sebastian Vettel. People have suggested before that he can't race wheel to wheel, but as he showed today, it's nonsense. For me, the Red Bull driver was the class of the field today. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective.
You were cutting your way through the field during the race. Things looked close between you and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top, didn't you?
Great! Well, that's everything.
Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season. We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.